When you hear the word Setsubun, do you think of it as the day you throw beans, or the day you say demons out, good fortune in? But in reality, Setsubun is much more than that. It is a day when Japanese people, once a year, without exception, have quietly practiced a reset of the heart. Why demons? Why beans? And why does it take place just before the beginning of spring? Today, I would like to talk about the true meaning of Setsubun, something even many Japanese people no longer fully realize. What is Setsubun? First, let's begin with the meaning of the word Setsubun itself. Setsubun literally means the day that divides the seasons. In traditional Japan, the change of seasons was considered a very unstable time. People believed it was a moment when the body became weaker, the mind more unsettled, and illness or misfortune could more easily enter. Especially important was the transition from winter to spring. The day before Risshin, the beginning of spring. This was not simply a change of weather. It was the final moment of adjustment before the start of a new year. Because of this, Japanese people believed that unnecessary things should not be carried forward into the new cycle. Setsubun was cherished as a major day of closure and transition. What is a demon? So why does a demon appear in Setsubun? In Japan, demons are not simply monsters meant to frighten people. Demons represent inner states such as anger, jealousy, fear, attachment, a heart pushed too far, and ways of thinking that have already fulfilled their role. In other words, the demon of Setsubun is not an enemy that comes from outside. It is, in truth, a demon within ourselves. Things we have carried without noticing. Emotions we missed the chance to let go of. Japanese culture gave these inner states a visible form, calling them demons, so they could be recognized and released. Why do we throw beans? Next, let's talk about throwing beans. Why beans? Beans are grains of life. They are small, but once placed in the soil, they sprout, multiply, and create new life. In traditional Japan, beans were believed to contain the power to purify negativity and the power of renewal. For this reason, throwing beans was never meant to harm or attack. It was a gesture of closure, a physical way of drawing a clear line, a way of saying, "This is where it ends. Your role is finished now." Bean throwing was a quiet, deeply respectful ritual of letting go, the meaning of speaking aloud. And then there are the words, demons out, fortune in. These words are not just a chant. For a long time, Japanese people have believed that words carry power. By speaking aloud, the boundary between inside and outside is clearly defined. What is released and what is welcomed. Rather than leaving this vague, people declared it with their own voice. Setsubun was also a day To align one's intention for the year. Through spoken words. The connection to ihomaki. In a previous video, I talked about ihomaki. Ihomaki is an act of welcoming. Setsubun, on the other hand, is an act of letting go. These two always come as a pair. You cannot truly welcome something new without first releasing what no longer belongs. Japanese seasonal rituals are not isolated points. They are part of a continuous flow. The meaning of Setsubun today. Today, most of us do not truly believe in demons. And yet, a year of pushing ourselves too hard. Emotions we have carried too long. Roles that no longer fit. These things quietly accumulate. Setsubun is not a day to blame yourself. It is not a day to fight. It is a day to gently realign. A day to give yourself permission. To say, you don't have to carry this anymore. Closing. After Setsubun comes Risshin, the beginning of spring. Japanese people never rushed straight into a new season. They always paused first, let go, and then welcomed spring. If this year you feel as though you are still carrying something heavy today, as you quietly throw beans, try saying this in your heart. It's okay now. This is enough. That is the prayer of Setsubun in Japan. Thank you very much for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video, I would be grateful if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel.